Good afternoon, children. The previous class we learned about the ninth standard English second lesson, that is three questions by Leo Tolstoy, a famous Russian writer. So we come to know that there was a king. You want to know the three things. This is the portrait of Leo Tolstoy and his history already discussed in the previous class. See, the king wanted to know the answer for the three questions. He thought if he knew the answer for these three questions, he would never fail in his life. So, he sent the messengers in all the directions to get the answer for these three questions. What are the three questions that the king wanted to know the answer for? Yes, the first question is, what is the right time to begin something? Second question is, who should a king listen to? Mooredu. Third question, what is the most important thing for a king to do? The king sent the messengers. The messengers came to the court of the king and answered. What are the answers for the first question? What are the answers for the first question? In the reply to the first question, the people said, some wise man said, the king must prepare a timetable. Some others said, it is impossible to judge in advance, so the king should act as the time come, as necessary at the time. Yet others said, see, the king needed a council of the wise men. They would suggest him what to do. Like this, they gave a different answers. Somebody said, no, it is very difficult to wait for the council's advice because some of the things are very urgent, so they can't wait. Then it is better to look at the future. So he wanted the magicians. Magicians could say what would happen in the future. Like this, for the first question, so many replies came. Next, to the answer to the second question, some people said most necessary to the king were the counselors. Some others said no, priests are the most important. Some others said no, doctors. Yet others said no, soldiers are very important for a king. With the help of he can establish their kingdom. Like this, for the second question also, four different answers come. What are the second answers for the second question? Counselors, priests, doctors, and soldiers. The same way, for a third question also he got different answers. Some said attack, some others said fight, yet others said religious worship. Though because of these divergent answers, different answers, the king got confused. Which answer is right? Which is not right? And why? That's why he wanted to visit one more best person. He was called hermit. Hermit means sannyasi. He was widely known for his wisdom. He's a very wonderful person. Definitely he would give the answer for this question. That's why he went to him. But he did not go to the hermit as a king. Because if he went as a king, he would have given the answer which is liked by the king. That's why he went in a dress of an ordinary man. He left his horse and bodyguard at the distance and went to the king and asked. He came to him to get the answer for his questions. But the hermit did not speak, just he was doing some work. What work he was doing? He was digging a land. After waiting something, he repeated the questions, but there was no answer. So, you are tired, said the king. You might have tired, that's why you are not speaking. Let me work in your place. Let me help you in your work. Hermit said thanks. And giving the king his spade. When the king had dug two beds, king also dug two beds with the help of the spade. He stopped and repeated the questions. So what are the questions? The questions were, what is the right time to begin something? Who should a king listen to? What is the most important thing for a king to do? He repeated, but there was no response. So this much I have done. So shall I continue the same? 1 hour passed, then another. The sun was down behind the trees, and at last the king stuck the spade into the ground, said, I came to you, wise man, for the answer to my questions. If you can give no answer, tell me so, and I will return home. 1 hour passed, another hour passed, more hour passed. Whatever the time passed, the king did not come to him and answer his questions. The sun went behind the trees, and it means the sun was going to set at the end of the day. At last the king stuck. So when he lost his patience until the sunset, the wise man not tried to give the answer. So he becomes angry and struck the spade into the bed, into the ground, and said, I came to you. I came to you. I came to you. Why I came to you, wise man? For the answer to my question. I want to get the answer my 5 questions, but you don't want to tell. If you can give no answer, if you don't have any answer, if you can't give any answer for my questions, tell me so. Tell me I don't answer. I will return home. Why are you wasting time? If you know the answer, tell me. If you don't know, say, I don't know. Why are you waiting for a long time? So if they were making conversation like this, king and the wise man, here someone running, said the hermit. The hermit said, see, someone is coming this way. The king turned round. The king also turned round. Who is coming? Yes. The king turned round and saw. What did he see? A bearded man running towards them. What did they see? Yes, while they were making a conversation, the hermit said somebody is coming towards them. The king also saw a bearded man. Bearded means long bearded person coming towards the wise man and the king. His hands were pressed against his stomach. His hands were pressed against the stomach. They don't know what happened to their stomach. From which he put the hands against his stomach, from which blood was flowing. It was bleeding. When he reached the king, he fainted and fell down. So when he reached the king, he fainted. Fainted means got unconscious and fell into the ground. The king and the hermit removed the man's clothing. They removed the man's clothing. See what happened to them. And found, after removing the clothing of a long bearded man, what did they find? A large wound in his stomach. There was a large wound in his stomach. As a result of that, the blood was coming. The king washed and covered it with his handkerchief. What did the king do? The king helped. How did he help the bearded man? He washed the wound of the person and covered the wound with a handkerchief. But the blood would not stop flowing. Even after doing this, the blood did not stop the flowing. The king redressed the wound. Once again he redressed, washed and redressed. Washed and redressed again and again. Until at last the bleeding stopped. How many times he redressed the wound? Not once or twice. Repeatedly he did the same until the bleeding stopped. The man closed his eyes and lay quiet. After the bleeding stopped, the man means the bearded man, closed his eyes, lay quiet. Quiet means in the peace of that atmosphere, he slept. The king, tired by his walk and work he had done. The king also had got tired. Why? Because he was tired, because he came by walk for a long distance, and also he worked in the place of the hermit. So he too was tired and lay down on the floor. He too lay down on the floor. Though he was a king, he lay down on the floor because he wanted the rest. and slept through the night. The whole night he slept very well. He had a sound sleep. When he got up, it was several minutes before. Several minutes before he got up. He could remember what he was or where the strange bearded man lying on the bed. So after several minutes after he got conscious, he come out of the sleep. Several minutes before he could remember. Just then he remembered where he was. Where he was lying on the ground, or who the strange bearded man lying next to the bed. Who was the next person next to stepping to his bed? The bearded man. He spoke. He told, "Forgive me," said the bearded man in a weak voice. Yeah, which weak? W-E-A-K. In a weak voice, in low voice. Why? Why did he speak in low voice? Yes, because he was patient. He was hurted by somebody. When he saw the king was awake, when he saw the king got awake, he told, "Forgive me. I don't know, I do not know you and have nothing to forgive you for," said the king. Said, what the king said? I don't know who you are and have nothing I have nothing to forgive you. What mistake you have done? Why you are asking forgive like this? The king said, you don't know me, but I know. The bearded man said, I don't know, you don't know, but I know you. I am the enemy of yours. Who swore a revenge on you? I am your enemy. I took a sword to revenge on you because you put my brother to death. Yeah, why did you want to take a revenge? Because he put his brother to death and seized his property. The king was responsible for the death of his brother and who seized his property, so he wanted to take a revenge. I had made up my mind to kill you. I had decided to kill you on your way home. I wanted to kill while you were returning to home. But the day passed. The day is over and you did not return. So did not return because you are working here, so you did not return. So I left my hiding place. When you don't return for a long time, even after the evening, I went from the hiding place and I come upon your bodyguard. When I am going to return my home, I found by your bodyguard who recognized me. This your bodyguard recognized me that I am your enemy and wounded me. He wounded me. I escaped from him. But I should have died if you had not dressed me my wounds. I have escaped from the hands of your bodyguard. I came here. You saved me. But if you don't dress me, serve me, I would have died. I wish you to kill you, and you saved my. I have actually came to kill you, but you saved my life. Now, if I leave, the bearded man said, if I leave ever after this, I will serve you as your most faithful servant. I will serve you as your most faithful servant. Like this he told. See how the bearded man came. Bearded man has came to kill the king. But while he was not returned even after the evening, he went out of his hiding place and he was recognized by his bodyguard, and that bodyguard tried to kill him. So he escaped from his hand and came towards the hermit's house. There he was got life by the king himself. So he asked a pardon. Why did he ask the pardon? Because he wanted to kill him, but the king saved his life. The person saved his life for whom he wanted to kill. Have you understood? The bearded man actually came to kill the king. But what happened? The situation had come like that. The king had to save the bearded man's life. Like this. So I am going to conclude my class today. In the next class, I will continue the remaining part of this lesson. 3 questions. Have you understood? Thank you, students. Thank you very much. So go through the questions after this portion and try to answer these questions.